Good morning. I am in the house again today. It is nice outside. It's just a little nippy from my shorts because I put my shorts on. Yay! My flamingo shorts, my very favorite shorts. And then just a green shirt today. We are getting ready to head back up to the frigid north. And so every morning I keep going through we have totes in the back. And I think I showed you the park model last summer. So it will it may not be uploaded though because it was probably a live stream. Anyway, I'll go make sure I've done that. But I have totes in there. What we did is we bought like on Wayfair, and I'll put the link below so you can see it. We bought like on Wayfair like a portable closet thing. It's not in a closet. It's a rack, like a wardrobe hanger thing that you might find in a store. Only we have like 3 shelves and then a place to hang clothes, and we bought 2 of them so that David has one and I have one, and they sit along one side of the bed instead of a built-in that we tore out. But I went through this morning and was like, oh, I didn't wear that. Oh, I didn't wear that. Because all my favorite clothes are summer clothes. And they're not even very fashionable. I mean, it's shorts and t-shirts for me in the summer. I get excited to get out of bed to put on my shorts and t-shirts. Still not quite excited to get out of bed yet. I don't know if it's fatigue or I did get put on a new medication, so maybe it's a new medication, but I'm fatigued still. I'm hoping that we snap out of it with some of this good weather. I did go for a walk all the way around the park yesterday. And you know what? Why do we fight exercise so much? I don't understand why. I felt great afterwards, but have I gotten my hiney off the couch to go before now? No. So I think I'm going to do another one of those today. Anyway, drum roll. I said I would show you in this video what David got me for Christmas and the stuff we found on our drive down here at the antique stores. One of which David was very excited about. So it will be a theme today because what he got me matches the theme of the stuff he found on the trip down. So he found me at an antique store when I wasn't looking an antique Singer garbage can. And I'll zoom this out for you. Let's see if I can zoom this out. Can I zoom this out? No, I can't zoom this out. It is a tin garbage can. Old. It's an older one. I think they sold these in the 70s, but I don't know. If you know anything about these old Singer sewing machine cabinets or bins, I'm pretty sure I know somebody that had one. But I don't think it was my mom. Maybe it was my grandma. I don't remember. Anyway, he was very excited to find this, and he like shuffled me away when he was at an antique store because it was during the summer, so he held it for a long time. And we were running around antique stores with Tony and sometimes with Kathy, and I don't know what day it was, but he found it. He also found this, and I think he found this online, but it's a matching caddy to put like embroidery floss or thread or feet or whatever. So this is the other item that matches the garbage can. He was very excited. And it's going to look great in my sewing room. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Then on our trip down, we found this. This is called a puzzle box. And what it does is it contains feet and it's dusty already. It's very dusty down here. It contains feet for a treadle sewing machine, my treadle sewing machine. And I did not have one with my treadle sewing machine. So he was super excited to find this. In fact, he was so excited that it was coming with another treadle sewing machine that matched mine exactly. And he goes, I don't want the machine. I just want the box. Can I pay for the machine and abandon it? And so he did. So he got these. Now, it does not have all the parts. And it has some extra parts. I don't know. Does anybody know what that is? It's not a magnet. Even though it should be. But it's not a magnet. It's just a hunk of metal. So there are some parts in here that are superfluous. Then there are the feet. These are all the fancy feet. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but those old machines, and that's very hard to close because it's not put away properly. Those old machines, I'm going to leave that. I got to put it down. Those old machines, you can zigzag on them. You can embroider on them. You can do all kinds of things with the right feet and the right inserts in the feet, because those inserts and feet move the fabric, and therefore your needle doesn't have to move. So it doesn't take a zigzag machine to zigzag on your clothing in those old machines. So David's on the hunt for any of the missing feet that came in that, and then these other feet that we can use either on the hand crank, this treadle machine that he's about to start fixing because it's his next project, and my featherweight. The featherweight's a little harder because you have to have the right shank length and the right size box to fit under it. Anyway, we also, Tony gave us, I have a friend who does not have a sewing machine and is kind of interested in picking it up, but not sure yet. So Tony has given her one of her vintage machines she found out and about. And Tony's super interested in, and I kind of like the idea, finding old machines, fixing them up, and then giving them to women's shelters, or finding a place where women who want to either learn to sew or sew but don't have access to a machine in the U.S. can get access to machines, and that, we get them the machines. So if anybody knows it, has any ideas about that, write it in the comments below, because I was thinking you'd have to teach them, you'd likely need to help people learn to sew, but that could be done online, I guess, if they have access. I don't know. It's a nugget of an idea. And of course, Tony's down here in Tucson, but David fixes machines as well. So a nugget of an idea. Think about it. Now, my friend who we're going to give this machine to, she's our maiden give machine to, and she could buy one. It's just that, we like old machines. I want to get her hooked up. And so when she decides she wants to move up to the next level machine, then I just said, just pay it forward and give it to somebody else that's exploring it. So I kind of like the pay it forward idea. Anyway, the other things we found on the trip, and I should have showed you this Christmas Day, but I found a Modern Priscilla Magazine from January 1918. And they are still talking in this magazine like the war is on. So, but we looked it up. The war was over for a month. So I don't know if they were still suffering the impact of the war, and so frugality and things were still foremost in their mind, or this magazine was put to print before they knew, and so it was sort of kicked out at the same time. But the crafts inside, well, look at this. This is a filet lace in combination with cutwork embroidery. It looks like it's a hanky or a dress or scarf. Probably a hanky. And then, oh, they were worried about, are you willing to pay more than others for your magazine subscription? The other item in here, 1918, so this is the end of the Edwardian era, underwear. Look at the bra. That would not hold my girls in very well. A bra, but of course beautiful crochet ideas, lace insertions, embroidery designs to add to your bra. The little children's outfits are adorable. Ooh. So look at those. Aren't they cute? Wish I had babies around. Of course, I had all these grand plans when I had grandkids that all of them were going to get a sweater. My kids didn't care. So I didn't really do that too much. Curtains. And I can use these in my house. So I logged this little page. So it's crochet ideas and embroidery motifs that you can put into your curtains. Just so simple. Some of them as simple as just a tie back. Here's a children's sailor outfit that you can knit. Last minute New Year's gifts. Here, well, I guess this is appropriate for right now. It's not December. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's an embroidery motif to put on tablecloths and bathroom towels, and even a collar and cuff set. So, but here's the thing where I felt like they were still cognizant, and this is the flu too. So this is so appropriate to right now. We've got the 1918 flu going on. We have the World War I just ended, and it's January of now. Like, it's very lined up. Here, look at this. So this is things you can make for the Red Cross, volunteer stuff. And then they talk about sleeves that can be added to sleeveless sweaters. Um, and then this bag, this efficient looking service bag for knitting. It'd be cute even without the cross on it, right? Oh, and then here's embroidery, more embroidery designs. They did carrots, of all things. And then fashion. Here's what the fashionable woman in 1918 was wearing. So it's kind of interesting because you can kind of see like the hats are starting to go to transition into the 20s. The skirts are narrower and they're getting a little shorter, but they're not super short yet. And the waistline's starting to drop as well. And look at the bra. Ooh, that bra. Is that bra working? No. But they didn't, that was fashionable. I'll tell you what, my boobs, perfect for that outfit. I don't need a good bra. My boobs are going to land exactly where I need them with this look. Yeah, and then here is the, these are for the youths. So here's your teenager outfits, and they did differentiate. There's your 10 to 12-year-olds. Costumes chic and individual. And they do make comments in the articles about whether this is an appropriate dress for a young woman or a matronly woman. I do love this collar though. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm spending too much time on this magazine, but it was intriguing. Here's more collar and cuff sets. The ads. I'm just looking to see. Everyday housekeeping. Well, put a comment below if you think I should just do a whole episode devoted to this magazine, because I'll read through it for you and show all the pages. I believe this is out of copyright, so if my scanner is big enough, I could scan this magazine in here. Oh, this is hilarious. Here's a menus page. Menus you could cook. But let me tell you, conservation cookery with corn. Corn meals. An entire meal out of corn. How's that for a day? And then this one, thrift recipes for January. Julienne's soup. It's a vegetable soup. Pork scrapple. Cook the bones and scraps of pork for 5 hours. As for soup making, strain and allow to cool. Make a cornmeal mush using the pork broth instead of water or milk. When thoroughly cooked, pour into baking tins to stiffen. Cut into slices and saute. So, boy, they just gave you a recipe for Spam. Bean loaf, steamed lemon pudding. That sounds kind of good. Oh, mock sausage. They make it with lima beans and flour and breadcrumbs. Tomato jelly, marshmallow pudding. Jelly de prunes, coffee mavarose. Creamed eggs and potato nests, split pea soup, which I do love me a split pea soup. Filling for, cream puffs, cereal biscuit pudding. I'm looking to see if this is what I think it is. Nope. Nope. Cereal biscuit pudding is not what it is. It's like eggs in cups. And then pineapple triple. Yeah. So anyway, this is a lovely magazine. Lovely magazine. I think I spent $7 on it, so it was a bit on the spendy side. Oop, let's get the cover back out. This is Culottes for Christmas. Oh, toothpaste. This is a toothpaste commercial. But see, look, we've got pictures of World War I there. All right. Lovely, lovely magazine, though. I really like this one. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you would like to. I can try and scan this, and in addition to that, I can do a whole episode where I go through it all in more detail. I've got a couple of episodes of Antiques coming up. We went out on Sunday as well, and then on Monday I went with Tony and David to White Elephant, and I've got a video racked up ready to show you our trip to White Elephant. And I didn't show you what we saw in that, so I can tag that on at the end. It was quite the sewing trip because there were lots of scraps. I also found this on the way down. It's a sweaters knit book. I just love these old knitting and crochet magazines. And I don't know that I have yet to make one, but I just love looking at them. I like the way they lay out the patterns. They do the sizing charts so that you can make it for anyone of any size. And I do love a good twin set. And then I found this one a little earlier, and I may have this one already. I don't know what year it is. Now, some of these I can copy, some of these I can't. But this is the men's classic, all styles, all weights. So this gives you the formulas to upsize your man's sweater. And David does love a sweater from me. And I love that sweater for me. He won't wear cardigans. He just wears pullovers. But, yeah. Well, he likes this. He would love this. Nice plain. But he is brave enough. He wears any... If I make him a sweater, he'll wear it. So that I found. And then Christmas ornaments. I found those that are silver. They're not in the best of shape. They got flocked. And so the mercury silver coating has come off them a bit. So I will not be able to wash these. I'll just have to leave them as is. But they had the orange and yellow paint on them, which was adorable. And then and these will have to wait till next year. Christmas is over. When I get home, the tree comes down. Oh, look at this cute one. It's in poor shape too, but it's a peach. A super cute peach. And these were like a couple bucks. They were not much. I am going to have to make sure and mark my family ornaments to my found ornaments. Keep them on separate tree. Oh, and then here's just an old green one. I don't... Interestingly enough, I have found it much easier to find good oranges than I have found good greens. They're always very bright greens. Very, very bright greens. Oh, and then I'm going to show it to you because I don't think Kelly watches these videos. I found a present for Kelly. Isn't that the coolest cookie cutter on the planet? Now, I may have to get David to refinish it. He knows how, apparently. But the reason I got it for Kelly is, where is it? The bunny. There's a bunny. And she makes cookies a lot, and she makes nice diminutive cookies. But I thought this was a cute one. I'm not sure what the animal that is. What do you think that is? Camel? Maybe a camel. Anyway, I thought it was a cute little thing. An all-in-one old one. I'm still digging. I found this bit of fabric. Always love a good floral. And it was a couple bucks. And I think it's 2 yards, so... And then, I think I showed you these, the embroidery hoops. I think those already were shown. And that's a bag full of embroidery hoops. I found several of these sprung embroidery hoops. And so I'm going to take that up home. And then, whoop, my glasses are falling off my head. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, zippers. Zippers. And it's very hard to pick what color you think you're going to need for zippers. I picked black, but they are older ones, and so their tab is quite nice. On this one especially. This one had quite the decorative tab. I don't need a very long zipper in my dress. Can you see the little tab there? So it's a cute little tab. And then metal tabs. I do love metal teeth in my zippers, and they're not easy to find, and they're somewhat expensive. And then, oh yeah, the last thing we found, I'll have to unwrap it for you. The last thing we found is something we've been looking for the house. Our bathroom upstairs, the sink is right under a window, and therefore we cannot put a mirror up. And I use a mirror when I brush my teeth. David uses a mirror when he brushes his teeth. And so we had a conversation about how we should get one of these. So we found one in an antique store. So this is one of those ones that expands out from the wall. And yeah, and David, this is how I know he can fix things, because I asked him about the hoops, and I asked him about cleaning this up and making it look nicer. Or should we just buy a new one? And he goes, oh, no, this one's way better quality. So we found our bathroom mirror. Not the only one. We'll have a bigger one on the other wall. But that was our antique finds on our trip down, and my Christmas present. So that's it. What's happening activity-wise? I'm still working on the secret project. It's for the slow crawl in June. You have seen a preview of one of the colors, just one. not both, fire. And I had already showed you that with the dyeing videos um, in Advent. So I'm still working away on that. Tony found me something in the sewing room that was in the free pile that is spectacular. And I'm going to leave that to an entire episode all by itself. But she found me a magazine clipping. So it was in a magazine from February 1964, which is my birthday date, year and month. And it was an ad for 24 sweaters from around the world, knitting patterns that you could send off for. Well, apparently, whoever this person is that dropped it off at the sewing room to give away, she sent off for those patterns. So I have both the clipping from the magazine and the patterns. And I tell you what, I am feeling the urge to do them, to knit them. And I already have an opportunity for one, only it's coming up too fast. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Of course, the least attractive sweater of the bunch is polka dots. And I just was notified yesterday that coming up in January, we have it's the Revelers, not the Edwardian Society. It's the Revelers. It's just another historic group in Portland. They're having a polka dot event in Lake Oswego. And I'm like, damn, if I could knit faster, but I don't have my yarn down here to choose from. I sort of had a look around for yarn, but I didn't see it. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think I'll get it done, but I'm mulling over what I can do for polka dots. Do I own polka dots? No, I don't own polka dots. In my memory, I've only ever owned one polka dot item, ever. So, yeah, I got to figure out something polka dot. David immediately ordered himself a dress shirt, so he's all set. His shirt will arrive in time. It's the end of the month. 22 days from now is what we have. Oh, and I just moved and my Afghan fell off. It's an iced coffee morning in a jar. Although it's not really warm for it. It's not cold enough for hot coffee for me. Yeah, so next episode. Next episode is our trip to White Elephant. Because I've recorded that for you. And then I'll show you what I got there. And then the one after that is what Tony brought me, which is pretty flippin' awesome. It's very exciting. Again, 1964 isn't old enough to show it to you, so I can give you a glance, and I'll see. It's out of Family Circle magazine, so I think I'd have to message them to find out whether it's okay if I share that information. I don't know. Or if I can find it online, then I can just put the link in the stuff below. I'll figure it out. They also gave me, Tony also found me a Piecework magazine edition that is, I think, the single finest magazine issue that was ever made. And from 2012, it is the Piecework magazine lace issue from 2012. And it's funny because my shop was open. Tony remembers coming into the shop. I sold out of that magazine twice. I talked about articles from that magazine, I think even with you guys, and didn't really realize what edition it was. But I sat down and looked through it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've talked about this article so much. And then there are other articles in it that I wasn't advanced enough to understand that I really would want those articles. It's a testament as to why you should keep your magazines, I gotta say, because that magazine is phenomenal. And I'm going to show it to you in 2 episodes. 2 episodes from now, you'll get to see it. We'll go through and I'll talk about everything in it and talk to you about why it's such a great article and what's happened in the last year that makes it such a great article. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope that David's Christmas present was exciting for you. I had somebody come up to me and say, "Hey, I want to know what he got you for Christmas now." And I told her, "You're gonna have to wait for the video." And she was super nice. She comes to our knitting group on Mondays down here. Hello, you. And I didn't get your name. I wish I had. Dang it. I'm so bad with names. But put a comment below if you watch this and say, "It was me, it was me." Anyway, I should ask Tony and then get it in here. But hello. I did it. So this one will go up today. This video. And then I'm going to quickly make 2 more while we're still down here, but they're going to roll out because it's twice a week now. So your next video Wednesday, then Sunday, then Wednesday, then Sunday, then Wednesday, then Sunday. But we will be home by the time the Sunday video comes out, and hunkering down in that cold weather again. I wish we didn't have to go back, but the house needs our attention. So we're heading back. I think I will be back down here either in February or March for another R&R relaxation session. Probably fly down, but yeah, just to spend some time in the sun. Yep. So that's it for me today. Oh, and I keep forgetting to say to you guys, YouTube likes it if we ask you to subscribe to our channel and like and all that. It helps us go up in the rankings so that we get more viewers. We've gotten quite a few viewers over December, but I'm trying to crack 1,000 because I guess that means you've arrived if you can crack 1,000. I think 2,000 gets you some sort of award. Anyway, I would love to get up the ranks a little bit so that we can keep this going and it's worth our while and all that. I kind of have fun doing it. I like it almost better than running a store. So, and just tell me in the comments. We hardly get any comments, and I do love comments, and I answer all the comments. So definitely leave us some if you enjoyed the video. Definitely like it, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Anyway, that's it. Bye.
Now give me the beat.